YouTube, what the crap's going on? HeirofCarthage here. We're going to be watching High Elves take on the Warriors of Chaos. This should be pretty fun. You know, there's so many factions now in the game. It's just going to be really neat to see how everything stacks up. Let's see what Chaos has brought. Looks like a couple Marauders up front. Got a line of Warriors. I see some Forsaken through there. Sarthorael, Poison Warhounds, Chosen, I believe. Some Chaos Knights with Lances. And then over here, what do we got? Exalted Hero on a horsey. Yeah, Chosen with great weapons, Chaos Warriors with great weapons, the main line. Here comes a Prince. We've got Dragon Princes on the flank, which interesting pick because they actually do lose to Chaos Knights with Lances. Up front, Swordmasters of Hoeth, White Lions, Spearmen, Swordmasters, White Lions. So a lot of armor piercer, but a lot of armor piercing from Chaos here too. And this is not good. Chaos Knights with Lances pinning down the Plague of Rust. Yeah, these Dragon Princes are going to get absolutely destroyed. They're going to be the Prince of Nothing. Yeah, and Sarthorael definitely does want to avoid this engagement. I would think he'd start wanting to throw the Forsaken or something over here to help Sarthorael. Swordmaster is getting a pretty good engagement here, depending on how they got the charge. Here, the White Lions got charged. So not the best engagements. There is a High Mage. There's not one solid line for him to use anything like Fiery Convocation, though. In the back, there's a Phoenix Guard. Oh, these Forsaken are going to mop up these archers. Forsaken would be a great answer to stuff like Lothern Sea Guard, too. That would give Chaos one of the unique tools for actually doing good against Sea Guard. Sarthorael's going to get some help from the Exalted Hero. That'll be timely. This Phoenix Guard's going to intercept the Forsaken over here, but not before it does some horrendous damage to those archers. And look how quickly they pull apart the archers. Swordmasters here, though, just the superior unit. I don't know if they got the charge or not, but they are a better unit. They're more expensive, too. Spearmen holding out nicely for the time being. Sarthorael trying to support against the Swordmasters here. White Lions got killed out here. Somehow these Dragon Princes are still alive. I wish I would have seen what happened over here. I'm not really sure how that happened. There must have been some magic involved of some sort, I would think. Forsaken flee from the Phoenix Guard. Good call. Over here, they've done really good. Swordmasters still haven't finished this fight. The longer it takes, the more it's going to work against them. Searing Doom doing a nice job of pulling down the Swordmasters. It says it's relatively even here, and it's got to be because of the dragon. There's still a High Mage here, too, and Sarthorael is taking some pretty stiff damage in here. This Phoenix Guard also is a very healthy unit, and it's got physical resistance and armor piercing. So it could tank out quite a bit of enemies here, potentially. It looks like the Dragon Prince is finally going to get pulled down. They survived longer than I thought they would. Yeah, these archers are dead. Dead men walking, folks. Dead men walking. You can run all you want, but you're not getting away from that. Not unless they stop chasing you. Alright, Sarthorael taking out the Spearmen in the center, and the Swordmasters broke. Over here, the High Mage is getting bogged down. Yeah, it's not looking great for the Elves at the moment, I don't think. This Phoenix Guard, though, still going to be very healthy and very strong. Nice breath attack here, but I don't know what the breath attack counts as. Sarthorael has like a lot of missile resistance. I don't know if it counts as missiles. Those archers made it a long ways, but not far enough. Have a nice trip across the river Styx, gentlemen. You are quite dead. Ooh, the dragon gets swamped by a regrouped Exalted Hero, Sarthorael, and infantry, and the Prince is all of a sudden very dead. Plague of Rust playing a big role in that. Early on in the battle, it would have been cool to see the Plague of Rust used on that dragon, and then those Forsaken that were nearby to go attack. But yeah, the Elves look to be potentially defeated here. I don't know, though. I mean, this Phoenix Guard, how much damage can it do? I think the answer is a lot. It's going to depend on whether the elf keeps himself alive on his dragon, which he should. Chaos has no skirmishers. And that would allow this Phoenix Guard to do tremendous damage. Yeah, Forsaken can just dream on. I don't think they're going to do a lot versus Phoenix Guard. I can't see the stats right now, but I don't think Forsaken are going to like this. Phoenix Guard are well armored. They have physical resistance. I'm thinking we'll be talking minimal damage here. The High Mage and a couple of units still sitting back. There are some knights with lances headed that way. Yeah, Dragon Princes are slowly cutting their way through the Forsaken. There's more Forsaken heading that way. And let's see, the High Mage gonna hit this infantry. It's at big risk of getting caught and destroyed. Yeah, here comes the knights. That's the end of the High Mage. That's not gonna be good for the balance bar either. Not sure there's a whole lot that the High Elves can do here about it, to be honest. Nice breath attack there. Did get some damage done on Sarthorael. Yep, Phoenix Guard still cutting their way through enemies. They don't really take the charge properly here, though, from this Forsaken, because they're chasing the other one. And it does take a pretty good chunk out of their health. They really need to turn around and fight here. That's a pretty big mistake that the Elves... Oh, why did he land over here? Thinking he's going to kill... Oh, he did kill Sarthorael, but can he get back in the air alive? Plague of Rust still in play. Yeah, the Prince is going to get away alive, I think. Oh. The High Mage came back just in time to bail out the Elf Lords. So with that clutch play, all of a sudden the Elves are potentially back in this game because Sarthorael is dead. Yeah, bye-bye, Warhounds. It's nice knowing you. Good doggies. Run along now. This is the big boys. This Phoenix Guard needs to turn around and charge these Forsaken. Yeah, if they don't charge the Forsaken, they're going to take a lot of damage from an attack in the back. And here it comes. Yeah, this is bad. The Elf player is making a huge mistake here. Letting these Forsaken get free damage in the back. This is a big mistake. Big mistake. The Elf player's still not reacting. They're just chasing Warhounds. Yeah, those Phoenix Guard could have braced. Now, they're still going to do an incredibly tanky job here, I think. The Chaos Knights are chasing down the High Mage. The Lord is trying to use that opportunity to kill them, I think. Ooh, I still think Phoenix Guard probably take this fight home, but I'm not sure. They're down to 47 units and less than half health. They're stacked up against a pretty healthy unit of Forsaken and Chaos Marauders and a few Chaos Warriors with great weapons. I don't know. That's a tough call. It's going to be a close fight. It's still slightly in favor of Chaos, and I understand why. This dragon, though, really needs to be over here. Yeah, here we go. That's smart. Now the Chaos player is going to roll around here. That head-on fight wasn't doing them any favors. This will help. It's unlikely that the Phoenix Guard gets broken still, and if this dragon hadn't been so far away, potentially could have saved this sooner, because these Forsaken could get mopped up pretty quickly. Alright, the Warriors with great weapons are out. That means there's really no armor piercing left here, but the Phoenix Guard are surrounded. Entirely surrounded. Ooh, those Phoenix Guard are getting weakened. This dragon's a little bit late to the game, but it should have a big impact here. Alright, so the Elf player cleans up. This has been an interesting match. I thought this was just going to swing easily in the favor of Chaos, and not so much. Not so much. I do think Chaos can probably take this one home. There is a lot of their infantry left, and this Phoenix Guard is tired. The dragon's going to provide fear. It probably doesn't have any breath attacks. I'm not sure that it has any abilities left, per se, that'll be useful. The High Mage is gone. The High Mage was here and could get another apotheosis or whatever it is. I mean, this could be an interesting fight. Now, alright, right here, Dragon needs to be ready to rear charge these Chaos Warriors immediately, but it's probably scared that those Knights are going to come hit it. These guys can reflect all charge damage, so it's fine to sit there and take the charge. Yeah, these Knights are trying to stay right under that Dragon, and they want to charge the minute the Dragon hits the ground. The Dragon's going to try and charge them. That's risky, though, because you got to keep this Phoenix Guard alive. The terror kicks in, though. Ooh, this is going to be close. That dragon's leadership is going to drop because it gets hit in the back. The Phoenix Guard holding their own. Ooh, that dragon's leadership is so low. Oh, the Chaos, though, get terrified. Most Chaos units aren't immune. They are not immune to psychology. This Forsaken is fast, and it's keeping the dragon on the ground, though. Very dangerous position. Here comes a regroup charge from the cavalry. Ooh, folks, this is going to be close. This dragon, though, I think it's going to rout, and if it routs, it's going to give this victory to Chaos. That's it. It tilted the bar. Look how close that was, though. There was enough Phoenix Guard here to do that if the High Elf player had kept that dragon safe. I still think the right thing to do would have just been to rear charge the Chaos Warriors here, get them out of the fight, and then pull through your Phoenix Guard, luring the Chaos Knights and other units into them, using them as the buffer potentially to help keep those units off. Though it was incredibly close. I give both players a lot of props. Very well played. I think both of them seemed like better players than I am, so kudos to the two of them. And it was a fun one to watch. I like the Chaos Army here. Interesting that they brought this much armor. I would have been tempted to not bring as much anti-armor against the High Elves, but it's a good thing they did, because they ran afoul of all these White Lions and Sword Masters and Phoenix Guard. So it's probably a very good thing they did. I like how the High Elves didn't go too crazy on archers, because you have a lot of armored, shielded units with Chaos. These Forsaken, though, great job. Phoenix Guard, though, 172 kills and 2 chevrons. These guys were no joke in this battle, and Chaos not having skirmishers, that made a huge difference there. The Phoenix Guard's able to really shine in that case. Almost makes you wonder if they could have just had more of those instead of the Sword Masters and stuff, but who knows. Hope y'all enjoyed that one. Thanks, Rio. Thanks, my lord. Nice fights to the both of you. HeirofCarthage signing out. I'll see you soon.